Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Let's Play Mount and Blade Warband Fantasy. You told me I can ride the super horse. I don't know how you come to that conclusion, because that is riding 5, but obviously you are right. How is that possible? We'll look to that. Well, let's make a little performance and see how well it goes, and what do we earn for it. 1,800, but it takes time. And taking time is not good, because at this point we should not be wasting time. We should be trying to get something out of that. And by something, I mean reading a book while we're performing. So let's have a quick look. We need to find someone who sells us books. You're a ransom broker, you're not. Okay. Marketplace horses, charges, war horses, nowhere near what my horse is. But I think stubborn is actually a negative wait, you're 5 forest bandits without any mages? Should I go and kill you? But actually no, I prefer enemies that are a little bit more suited for killing. More loot, less resistance, because this guy has bows and that takes a lot of time, and no. We're not going for that. We could try to go to Uxal. Maybe there is someone selling something for us. How about Bowman here? No one sells a book. Lawless Elven Warband. Huh. Actually, let's see how this turns out. Oh crap, they will join. I think it's better if we join. Or we help finish them off and then attack them right again. Okay, let's do it this way. So we get a get a feeling of what they are. Everyone seems to have bows these days. Okay. Let's go forward and have a look. Can we do some high range shots at them? No, apparently they are more or less immune to that. That is sad. Okay, some of our archers are firing, so the enemy cannot be out of range. So they are closing in. Okay, the enemy seems to have some mages. I'm not hitting anything. Oh, come on! Didn't even kill anyone. Okay, but we can kill them now, hopefully. Surrender or die. And they should not be able to do a lot about that. Oh, wait. On the horse. We need arrows. And our shield, because we need our shield to protect ourselves. In theory, this guy should not be able to do real harm to us, because... Why are they not firing? Oh, now they're firing. Okay, let's try to ride circles We're not that fast. That helps us because that enables the enemy to fire at us with everything they've got. And the good thing is, my horse is so heavily armored that these guys will not be able to kill my horse, even if they fired all their arrows at my horse at one time. So the enemy will be spending all of his ammunition doing no damage. And then I can pick them off, and there's 66 of them, which will give me a ton of loot and a ton of experience. And why the hell am I at so little health? Did one of them actually hit me? I've got a shield, haven't I? Ah, shields are not what they used to be. Well, I think he hit me in the leg or something. Or they were firing through my shield, which is totally possible. If you do enough damage, you can shoot through the shield. However, I'm really heavily armored. Well, not that heavily armored, but compared to these guys, I should be absolutely good. And arrows, I remember you, do not do a lot of damage. You have to go for a crossbow with that. They fire extremely fast. That is what an arrow does. It's not there for penetration. It's there for the speed. Someone shot me right in the chest. I think that's the second arrow I got. I'm on very low health. That is not good news. I could try. The question is, where do I put my next point? Do I put them in intelligence? To get better at training, persuasion and all that? Do I put them, or leadership? Do I put them in agility to get more looting and that? Do I put it into strength to get more power draw, because our power draw sucks dramatically? Yeah, that's all a lot of questions I can answer at this point. Because I need to increase all my stuff. Actually, I need to increase all my stuff dramatically if I want to make this character here suitable. You are pretty close, my friend. That does not make you very friendly. We didn't get any negative bonuses for joining these suckers here and fighting against the elves. However, even if so, I wouldn't care, because it will not cost you that much, because they're just a patrol. And we're not that good friends with the elves anyway, we're just neutral, I guess. Well, neutral to a little bit positive. But nowhere near something that would allow us to do any strange stuff like becoming their lord immediately or something like that. No, 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 no. They're actually firing a lot of stuff. It's a wonder they didn't hit us more often. I mean, we were very vulnerable. They hit the horse quite often. If we were riding a normal horse, ladies and gentlemen, that horse would be, what is it called, hedgehog by now. However, the horse holds firm. I think even if there was a horse with 40 armor, it will get killed. But 70 armor, just try to think of that. What kind of bow you would need to do 70 damage. More than 70 damage. A headshot, yes, but I'm not turning my head to them. And while they're quite proficient in hitting the side of the horse, hitting the head of the horse is a totally different story. I still wonder how I did get damaged though. Okay, let's try to keep on moving. I think a good number of them have run out of arrows, as I've just run out of speed. And they didn't even took advantage of that. Isn't that horrible? Man, the elves these days. It's like Legolas is dead a long time. Okay, let's try to ride by. They're still firing a lot. Yeah, the main reason for that is that they're blocking each other's sight, and so they're not all firing at the same time. If they were clever, to a point, they would simply form a line and fire directly. Not at me, but at the line. And then they will, no matter where I go, I would be hit by an arrow. That's how I would do it. Because hitting a moving target on this distance, nah, pretty hard. Pretty hard. And if the horse is armored that well, your only chance is to kill the rider. Which they nearly did, to be real honest. When you look at my health bar, it takes only one more arrow to put us down. However, I still don't feel that I have enough arrows. I could buy the arrow, the quiver of plenty, point taken. But the quiver of plenty does not replenish very fast, I mind you. It does replenish, yes, but it does not replenish very fast. So even if we had that thing and we're fighting like a big army, I would die of old age before the quiver has enough arrows replenished to kill all enemies, because they get, I think, 1 a second, if so many at all, and only if you didn't spend your last arrow. If you take the last arrow out of it, it's not multiplying anymore, as far as I know. So that could be a problem as well. And they're still firing, aren't they? Yeah, there's still guys there. You can never be too careful when it comes to being fired with arrows. Because, as I mentioned, there might be the guy down there who is permanently blocked by others in his sight, and that's the reason he's not firing. And when everyone else has spent his arrows, or her arrows, and you go close to finish them off, then he suddenly has his sideline and says, "Whoa! Here come my 30 arrows!" And bam, 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 you're dead. That's how it goes. So we're not doing that. We're playing this safe and sound and riding in circles unless we're absolutely 100% sure that no one down there, and I mean no one, has any arrows left to fire. However, fear not, friends and viewers, those are elves, and they have an extremely high firing skill. So they should not take too long. Let's have a look down there, how many. Yeah, they're still... You can see by their stance if they have arrows left or not. How they stand and how they... What weapon they have in hand, you can tell if they have arrows or not. You can see the sky filled with arrows still. And normally it's quite good when they walk down hills, because naturally more of them can fire in that point, or at that point. Well, I still don't like the fact that I'm so low on health, because if I let one of them get too close to me, and he stabs me even with a toothpick, I will fall to the ground. Whoa, they did damage to the horse. How did they do that? Ah, they hit the head. They hit the head, and that's the reason the horse received 21 damage. Well, there are not many that can tell that of themselves. Look at the firing speed of these guys. And there's 66 of these elves. Oh boy. If only I had a better looting skill. Well, maybe I have after this battle. Theoretically, if I make enough experience by killing these guys, I can increase, I think, my agility to 12, which will give me looting 4. So 10% more loot. Is still terrible, I know. I know. And there are other things we need more desperate. Training, for example. Leadership, for example. Pathfinding, for example. If we want to have an army for ourselves, what would be useful would be surgery, healing, first aid, wound treatment, these things. And they still have arrows, believe it or not. quite a lot of them actually. Although there's still a lot following us. It's about half of them following us. Not entirely sure. I still see a lot of guys with bows in their hands. So I can tell it. Try to get around on the other side of the hill again. Yeah, this should give them... We could actually let the horse stand there, go behind the horse and use the horse as mobile shield. That would work as well. Maybe they have a range problem. I would not put it past them that many of them are not firing because they're only equipped with short-range bows. Something like that exists, although it sounds crazy. It is absolutely existing. And I do not believe that so many of them are out of arrows, like it seems. Too many trees in the way. Yeah, there are a lot of bowmen. Count at least 20 more bowmen. Yeah, the entire flank there is still equipped with bows. I'm riding a little bit slower to give them a better target, hopefully encouraging them to fire. There you stand for a second and they start hitting your horse pretty well. So these are actually quite good bowmen. If I would be standing at one point, they would have no problem in killing me. Come on, guys. I have the assumption that everyone who is not in the first rank is still equipped with arrows. Well, start thinking, these are 66 guys. Each and every one of them has 30, at least, I think, more than 40 arrows. Just think how many arrows they're firing at us. Yeah, they're firing the entire Schwarzwald at us. Black Forest. Boy, that's a lot of arrows. And these are all elven arrows, I might remind you. All of these are elven arrows. That means plus 4 damage, 40 to 45 of them in each quiver. So that gives them roughly, alone, 50% more arrows than normal bowmen have. Because normal bowmen have about 30 arrows and they have 45 arrows. So that's big. That is big. I really should start killing idiots by now. I wonder if there's anything I can do to make them a little bit more shootable. I mean, I am already riding slowly to offer more time to aim. Now I can try to get on the hill a little bit more. And then slow down. They'll be hitting the horse more, but that's okay with me. I do more fear for myself. Not quite sure is it a good idea to let the shield hang. However, if I put it this way, I'm putting too much of the shield on the front instead of the side. Okay, do you... yeah, they still have arrows, of course they still have arrows. Look at that. Bowmen's all over the place. Millions of them. Fire, 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 fire. And I guarantee you, if I were trying to kill those guys now, they would strike me down with arrows, no problem. Because you say that you might think that the horse is a big target. Compare my size to the size of the horse. It is not that much bigger. It is bigger, yes. But it is not that I'm tiny and the horse is gigantic. It's more like I make 1/5 of the horse target area. Maybe even 1/4 only. So if they can hit the horse, they can pretty much hit me as well. Yes, the range. The range will decrease the damage. Certainly, certainly, you're right about that. And the armor will decrease the damage. Yes, yes, you're right at that too. Well, let's go on the hill and see how many are still firing. How many bowmen do I still see? Let's have a look. You're not. There is 1, 2, 3. At least 3. At least 3, 5. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. I have an idea. Sounds crazy, but it might just work. To encourage them to do a little bit more shooting. Actually, I don't think this will work, but... Oh no, they're behind me. Haha, okay. That was not that clever. Maybe we get a better look at how many people are shooting at us now. Okay, let's try to get to the other side. I should really start killing elves. Let's have a look, shall we? Yeah, there's still a lot. You are extremely fast, if I may say that. How are they doing that? And they're not even that worthy in experience, are they? Oh boy. I've got the feeling that there's still a lot of them shooting at us. Out with the shield. Let's see how their firing spirit is. How many of them are still firing at us? I guess a lot. I count at least 4. More than 4. Definitely more than 4. A lot more than 4. Look at that. The reason they didn't fire at me was because their few was blocked. Now as the few is no longer blocked, many of them are firing again. That was a very unwise move by me. Very unwise. Could have get down pretty easily here. Just because I was too keen or too angry. I think my life thing moved even. I think I was hit by something. Look at that. You can see all the arches on the hill. Yeah, like I would believe a second that you run out of arrows. There are at least 3 of them. Well, at least I killed a couple of them. Not that many, yes, but at least I did. But there's still a million. Oh boy, the things you do for experience. Unbelievable. Okay, now we'll see how many archers they have. Why is no one firing? Oh, there they are. See that? They are no longer hiding on or going on the hilltop. They're trying to stay within the main force and shoot me from there. There's one guy in blue. There is one guy, 2 guys on the hill, obviously. One guy down there. Blue with a bow, close to the tree. One guy green. 3 guys, 2 blue, 1 green. One guy, 2 guys in green. 2 blues, 2 greens. And they have their bow still in their hand, which tells me that they're not out of arrows. As long as someone still has the bow in their hand, they're not out of arrows yet. Yeah, I can see you. I can see you. He's out. The blue guy is out. Pretty easily determined by the fact that he drew his whatever that little thing should be, sword, I guess. Although I wouldn't consider that a sword. There by the tree you can see all the enemy bowmen. Maybe not all that is left, but a good portion of it. 3, 4. There is one more. 5. One more. They run out. 2 green, 1 green, 2 brown. 3 brown on the hill. Firing. Not quite sure what they're waiting for. Oh crap. I hate trees. I think we should kill some of the followers. Again, because they're blocking the sight, and as long as there's so many blocking the sight, the enemy is not really spending all their arrows. Again, ladies and gentlemen, the only reason we're still alive is the fact that our horse is a tank. Okay, there's still at least 2 guys with bows. 1 I can count for. Man, even you should run out of arrows by now, should you not? He's out. Excellent. There is one more guy. Apparently not out of arrows. He's still firing. Now he's running, but I don't think he's running for real. Yes, still has a bow. Someone is standing on the hill and firing on us, obviously. Where is the secret bowman? There is one secret bowman around here. Is it the two there? That's hard to believe. There's 66 of them. Some of you can make an assumption how many arrows that is if they've got 40 arrows per soldier. Okay, there are 3 more that have arrows. Well, don't tell me you have arrows of plenty, because I do not believe that. Oh crap, that one hit me. One of them actually hit me. For 3 damage. I might be forced to invest my skill points into strength to get more hit points out of this. Or we're dead. Which would be a terrible choice. Come on. Man, on how many hit points are we at this point? 13. Oh my god. One still firing, one run out of arrows at this we speak. 2 are still firing. He's out. Okay, screw this. We're going to kill idiots now. Problem is, these guys are all idiots. They're not worth a lot. They're not equipped very well. And they're not worth a lot of experience. The only good thing is that there are so many of them. Oh crap, we're out of ammunition. Ah, but that reveals how many enemy bowmen there still exist. 2. 2 bowmen do still exist. That is good to know. That gives us a number we can operate with. And if I was a little bit better at what I'm doing, that is bowcasting, I might want them... They're both run out. I could have taken them. Look at my shield. My shield did good work. That's the reason, by the way, you need an effective shield. 40, 40, and 40. We don't need the shield anymore. I've decided shield time's over. Now comes the you will regret this day time. 72. They're only giving 72 experience. These guys are using elven equipment and you're giving me 72 experience apiece. You cannot be serious. There are farmers that give more experience than that. Farmers! Well, farmers give 38, I know, but you get my point. There is no way in hell these guys are worth so little XP. I'm not saying they should be worth millions. But more than that, you're warriors now, right? fighters, whatever you call them. Oh crap, that was close. With this little stabby thing, wasn't it? Well, tell you what, my friend. Your shield is not of the sufficient quality to survive this ordeal along. Haha. Idiots. Idiots. And by the way, why do you not break formation? Your guys are all dead. Okay, did we get a level up another one? No, we did not. Crap. That was not what I was hoping for. Bent ambush bow. Bent elven arrows. Are you kidding me? That is the loot. Is that really you? Is that your you cannot be honored. You cannot be honest about this. Well, look at that. That is extremely light armor. I know it's worse than mine, but when you consider the weight of the armor, that is outrageously light. Large pack of barbed arrows. Barbed arrows. Well, I actually expected a lot more than that. I'm a little bit disturbed in how little that actually was. But we have made a good amount of experience, so that is okay-ish, I assume. However, we should go back immediately and sell the stuff. To the marketplace, goods. We're not even making a fortune here. We have killed an army of do-no-gooders and we don't even get a lot of stuff out of it. For the moment, I will keep the arrows. Plated charger. Mine's is a stubborn charger. The armor is the same, the speed is the same, the maneuverability is the same, the charge damage is the same. Mine has 5 more hit points and 1 more requirement to ride, but that is okay, I guess. Anyone here? No, just the people we know. Is there anything we can do in terms of I want more enterprises? No. Great. That did help us exactly nothing. Oh boy. Okay, so we'll need to see each other next time. Bye.